Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Why We Love Sports, episode 18. In this episode, I got a lot more energy than last week. A lot more. 1,000 times more energy than last week, guys. 1,000 times. No, 1,000,000 times more energy than last week. But there's not a lot. There's some news. Unfortunately, this might not be a long episode. It might definitely be longer than last week's episode, but be more enthusiastic. I'll be more enthusiastic, more pop. And as you could tell, you can hear my tone in my voice that I'm in a better mood for this show. So let's get on to the show. So as you see in the topics, right? MLB Spring training to start, NHL news and standings, NHL offseason, looking at NFL free agents, and NBA season. There is some NBA season news, which I will be talking about. It has to do with my Raptors, and it has to definitely do with KD. But let's get on with the show, guys. Let's talk about MLB. Let's talk about MLB. So if you're a baseball fan like I am, I'm a huge baseball fan. It's my number one sport. The spring training, pitchers and catchers and the rest of the players are here. Just working out, doing spring training drills before actual exhibition games start. But starting tomorrow, March 1st, exhibition games start, spring training games start. We got the 1 o'clock games. That's from the Grapefruit League. That's being played in Florida. So yeah, and then the 3 o'clock games playing in the Cactus League. Those are the games being played in Arizona. So if you know your Grapefruit League teams and your Cactus League teams, then check out the teams. You got, if you're Toronto, Baltimore, New York, Boston, the Mets, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Florida, Tampa Bay. Those teams are playing in the Florida League. And you've got teams, both Chicago teams, the Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Kansas City, the Twins. One? I think I read somewhere that they might be, yeah, they're letting. And a little bit. I don't know how much, I don't know what the capacity is, but I think they might be. For regular season, they are. But how many fans do these stadiums get? Like 1,000? Well, yeah, 1,000, but they have to. Let's hope. I hope they get through this. April 1st is the regular season starts. The Yankees and Blue Jays. That's the first game of the season. MLB. The New York Yankees take on the Toronto Blue Jays. My Toronto Blue Jays. Spring training starts tomorrow. What are stories going into spring training? Well, who's Jupiter's spring training team? Who plays in Jupiter? Spring training to me, we all know most of the teams have their roster made up, right? But to me, about spring training is about who's going to get the final roster spots, who's going to be 4th, 5th starters, a couple reliever spots that are open. Final Marlins and Cardinals. Okay. They might. Who they get in the maybe the final outfielder spot, final middle infielder spot, final catcher spot. It's really about finding the final spots. Who's going to make the major league roster. I would say 20 of the 25 players on a minor league team. is making the team ready for when the season starts. It's really about the final spots and the competition of final spots. That's what spring training is for some of the veteran players and some minor leaguers. But also what I like about spring training baseball is a glimpse into the future. Because teams will bring their top prospects. Into spring training and have them play some exhibition games. See what they can do. Of course, most of the time the prospects are not ready for the majors. Some are a year away, 2 years, 3 years away. But it's just to give them a glimpse, see what major league teams can see what they could do. But that's what I like about spring training: is seeing seeing the future of your team, the potential future of your team, the players, or one day could be on your team. And you know that most of them are, and you know the majority of them are not going to make the team. Because they're obviously going to go back to the minor league team, whether it's AAA, AA, single A, rookie ball, I don't know, whatever. But that's what spring training is all about. It's about seeing a glimpse of the future of your future players are potentially playing for your team one day. And yeah, and it's also maybe about seeing the accusations of players who got free agents and trades, seeing them in a jersey of your team. Like for me, the Tom Blue Jays, seeing George Springer in a Blue Jay uniform. For the Mets fans, Lindor in a New York Mets uniform. Wearing a New York Mets hat. Trevor Bauer in a Dodgers uniform, wearing an LA Dodgers hat. You get the gist of what I'm saying. And this all starts tomorrow, 1 o'clock. First spring training tomorrow, guys. And I'm gonna watch some of it. I'm not gonna just watch the Blue Jays spring training. I'm gonna watch whoever's being shown on TV on the MLB Network. If you have the MLB Network, they're gonna be showing. Yeah, man. See, my boy Juan Patel here says it clearly. It says it right here. It's about seeing the future and evidence of Jorge Posada, the Yankee catcher. Great point, man. That's what it's about. And if you have the MLB Network, you can watch spring training games tomorrow. Yeah, man. See. Yeah. That's what's good about baseball. It's about seeing these players in spring training. And they've been doing it for years and years, man. For hundreds of years, they always bring their teams, always have spring training a month ahead. And all the star players will come down to Florida or Arizona. My cousin and his family saw Clayton Kershaw at one time in Arizona during spring training. My uncle saw Barry Bonds in a store in Arizona during spring training in Scottsdale, because that's where the Giants' spring training facility is Scottsdale. And you never know, during spring training, you'll never know who you bump into. The other sports don't have that. The other sports don't have something like that. You don't have that, man. So check out MLB Network or whatever station. Some local stations will show your team spring training games. New York Yankee games, some of them. Boston, they'll show. And MLB Network will show no matter what. They'll show every time who's playing. This is all tomorrow. Starts tomorrow for till the 29th or something, and then couple days off of baseball, and then April 1st, April Fool's Day, is the beginning of the MLB season, 162 game season. I believe some spring training games are not fully 9 games. I believe they're gonna be 7 games, which is okay because spring training doesn't be 9 innings. And spring training, and we know the end in ties. Once they go past 9 innings or 10 innings, they don't continue playing. There's no need for it. It has nothing to do with how the situation is now in the world or in the U.S. It's been like that forever. They have ties in spring training because it doesn't really affect anything, right? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect anything. It's spring training. It doesn't mean anything. Records in spring training mean nothing. You have the worst record in spring training or the best record in spring training, and it means absolutely nothing for the season. It doesn't give you it doesn't give you a preview of what the season's gonna be like. Because I know there's a lot of good teams that have bad seasons in spring trainings and end up being very good in season, and a lot of bad teams have good records in spring training. A lot of bad teams have good records in spring training and end up not having a good season. So the quality of spring training games mean absolutely nothing for a season. That's why you have ties and stuff. It means nothing. Nothing. I have a question, Vaughn. How huge was McGuire? Was he jacked? Was he like steroid like? I also want to show you something. My Blue Jays have a new facility, player development complex in Dunedin. And I'm going to show you it, guys. Let's put on my headset for this, because I'm going to listen to it. Okay. Check this out. I actually saw this yesterday on the Blue Jays Twitter, but I want to show you this, guys. This is my team. This is new, everything. Jackie Robinson. Oh, look at that. So that's a new complex in Dunedin. Blue Jays. They've been talking about that for years, building up to it. A lot of fields, a lot of batting cages, huge training room, Zoom calls, huge cafeteria. Hey Ron, if you're still listening, Adam makes a PC Performance 7 WWE look really, really bad, doesn't it? I want to get these guys. Really, really bad, huh? Oh, Ron, I've been to some single A. When I went to Florida in the 90s, I have also been to some single A games. The West Beach, Montreal had a minor league team in West Palm Beach called the West Palm Beach Expos. So I've been to minor league games in Florida. They're fun. They're fun. I've been to minor league games. I also been to minor league games in Arkansas, I believe. Double A team. Don't ask me. Arkansas, yeah, Arkansas. I've been to Arkansas, but I have been to some minor league games in definitely in Florida. West Palm Beach Expos. Yes, used to be Montreal's single A team. They're fun. I don't remember what players are on that team, but I'm sure there's some of them made the majors. I also been in Ohio, the Dayton Dragons in 2009, 2010, or something like that. Single A team for the Reds. I saw Jay Bruce, and I forget who else. Jay Bruce is on that team. I remember that. What is it? Oh, whatever. I'm sorry about that. So that's the baseball stuff. So let's recap baseball. Spring training starts tomorrow. Check your local listings. And MLB Network will have the games starting tomorrow. Baseball's back, baby. Well, not the season. So, NHL news and things. So let's go to NHL and transition to the NHL. The best team right now is the Leafs with the most points. Unfortunately, they play Edmonton, and Austin Matthews is not playing tonight. He's officially out. So, no Matthews versus McDavid. Sorry, Leafs and Oilers fans. We're not going to have the best two players. Best two players in the league play. McDavid and Matthews are the best two players in the league, hands down. Hey Tim, how are you? And yeah, Jobber, welcome. Hey, it's okay, it's okay. There's NHL games going on right now. Apparently, let me check. Let me check. Oh yeah, I was on Throwback show is going on right now. He's celebrating his birthday, so so check that out, guys, when you can. I know the guys in the chat already saw. Yeah, so there's NHL games going on right now. Capitals are beating the Devils 3-2. The Flames are destroying the Center 6-2. The Flyers, the Flyers are defeating the Sabres 3-0, beating the Sabres 3-0, and the Blue Jackets are leading the Predators 1-0. Unfortunately, there are some later games tonight. You got her like Penguins, Islanders, 7 o'clock, Stars and Lightning, Hurricanes and Panthers, Red Wings and Blackhawks, Kings and Wild, Avalanche and Coyotes, Montreal and the Jets, Golden Knights. Are you, Tim? They're doing very well. They're one of the best teams this year. And the St. Louis and the Sharks. And my leagues are playing Edmonton. So Matthews is out. You got Jack Campbell, the goalie, the backup goalie who got hurt earlier this year, is back in net. Anderson's still hurt a bit. But Matthews is out. He's not playing tonight. You know who doesn't like the Golden Knights? Jeremy Lambert. He's an Avs fan. So I think Muzzin's back. I think Thornton's back too. I'm not sure. But the standings have like the trade deadline soon, but I don't know. Yeah, Toronto's in first. Edmonton's second in the division. Montreal, see, remember how earlier in the year everybody's praising Montreal? Well, Montreal slipped a bit and they fired their coach Claude Julien. So Montreal was overhyped. They're still 3 games over 500. They still have 22 points. They're fourth right now, but they're not as good as early in the season. That indications that everybody said they would be. Boston's doing very good in their division. The East, they're tied with Washington, but they have more wins, so that's why they're first. Washington, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Florida, Ron, you'll be happy. Florida is doing better than Tampa Bay. They have 1 more point over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is second. Chicago's third. Carolina's 4. Vegas in the West. Vegas, Tim, you'll like this. They're winning the division 23 points. Over Minnesota has 22 points. St. Louis has 22. And the Avs are 21. So Vegas is leading their division. So the division leaders right now. Toronto is leading the North, 32 points. Boston is tied with Washington, but Boston's leading the East because they have 1 more win in Washington. So they have 24 points, same with Washington, but they have 1 more win. So that's why they're leading the East. Florida is leading the Central. They have the same amount of wins as Tampa Bay, but they played 1 more game and they have 1 more overtime loss, so they have an extra point. So that's why they have 28 points. Remember, it goes by points and not wins. So 28 points. Unless they're tied. If they have the same amount of points, it goes by wins. If they don't, it goes by points. And Vegas is leading Minnesota by 1 point. Vegas is leading the West with 23 points. That's where we're in NHL. As you know, the NBA All-Star Week, NBA All-Star Game is coming up next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. Kevin Durant is not going to participate in it because he has an injury he's dealing with. We know Anthony Davis is not going to be in it. I wonder what other players are going to drop out. I suspect we're going to drop out. Pascal Siakam, my Raptors, who health and safety protocol, didn't play yesterday along with the coaches. Six coaches for my Raptors were not allowed to game, including the head coach Nick Nurse. So they had some guy named their assistant coach Sergio Sicario or something. Coach, they won against Houston, but majority of the coaching staff couldn't coach. Health and safety protocols, contact tracing. Same as Siakam. Unfortunately, Siakam can't play for the rest of the week for the 3 remaining games against Detroit, Boston. I forget the other team. And he can't play until after the All-Star break. But he's not going to. He wasn't elected to the All-Star game anyway. So, okay. So he'll hopefully be back for the second half. Remember, the NBA released the second half of the schedule this week. 36 games left, right? After the All-Star break. And then the playoffs. Playoffs are going to start in May. Same time as the NHL. And it's expected to be 2 months. Because there's a play-in round from 7 to 11 seed in each conference. Kind of like what the NHL did last year. But let's check the NBA standings, guys. Let's check the standings. So, let's check the East first. Philadelphia is 22-11, but Brooklyn's right behind them. They just have 1 less loss. Milwaukee is 3rd in the East. Toronto is 4th? Really? Why? Oh, because Toronto has 1 more win than Boston. Okay. Miami is 5th. Boston is 6th. New York is 7th. 8th is Indiana. Okay. Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's look at the West in NBA. Utah is leading the Clippers by 3 games. The Lakers are falling back. They're third. They're third because they lost Davis, so they're struggling a bit. Phoenix is 4th. San Antonio is 5th. Portland 6th. Golden State 19-15. They're 7th. Denver's 8th. Dallas is 9th. Okay, so Philadelphia is leading the East. They're barely over Brooklyn. Huh. As it, yeah, as we roll on. So Philadelphia is leading the East. Okay. Utah is leading the West, and they have a 3-game lead over the Clippers, so they have a more comfortable lead in Philadelphia in the conference, right? But no, the Golden States are playing better than I expected. 19-15. I don't think people expected them to be better, but I didn't think people expected them to be this much better. But they do have they have Curry, Wiggins, Wiseman. So you know what? Who else do they have? Let me check. Draymond Green. Yeah. They're not as bad as they were last year, but I didn't think they'd be this 4 games better than they are this year. But it's early, guys. This is the first half. Yeah. The Lakers have been bad. And they lost Davis. Davis is a huge loss. Davis is definitely out for some time. Anthony Davis. I don't know how long. My guess is end of the season, maybe hopefully for the playoffs, because they need Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was an integral part of them winning the championship last year, and they did. And the offseason moves they made them better, but they still need Davis. Davis is an impact player, and I know they have LeBron James, man. LeBron James could carry a team, any team, to a championship. Haven't the Lakers always been lazy on defense? You know who's lazy on defense? Brooklyn. The Nets. But the Nets are so stacked offensively with Harden, Durant, and Kyrie Irving, but they just don't. They're lazy on defense. I'm not. I with the Nets. I'm not hard on Durant because Durant can play defense, but those other two can't play defense. When's the NBA trade deadline? So the NBA trade deadline is the end of the month, March 25th, 2021. So it's too early to see who the sellers and buyers are at. We clearly know who the buyers are, but we don't know who the sellers are because a lot. The thing is, they're having play-in round, right? 7 to 11 seed. So 7 to 11 seed. So some of those teams could be buyers, so there might be less sellers this year. But remember, March 25th is NBA trade deadline. 2021. Now let's go to NFL. So NFL. With Chris Mullen, Mitch Richmond, those guys, Mookie Baylock, and who else? I think Tim Hardaway is on the team. I'm not sure. Um, those teams would. Chris Mullen's a Hall of Famer. Remember that. Chris Webber too, right? Didn't they have Chris Webber also? Chris Webber. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he played 1 year with the Golden State Warriors. He was drafted by the Warriors for 1 year. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Golden State were good in the 90s. Yeah, Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullen, Springwell. Yeah, you're right. They were good. Yeah, the thing is, in the 90s, they were very good, but there was a lot of good teams in the 90s. Man, you're right. I remember Springwell was on that team. I remember that. Yeah, but the Warriors are championship man for like 5 years in a row. That Warriors team was tough, man. Weber, Hardaway, Mullen, Spring. That was a tough Warriors team compared to the Warriors teams that even won the championships for like 3 to 4 years. The toughness of that team would definitely out muscle the Warriors of the past of this era. But the Warriors have still have Steph Curry, and if they get Klay Thompson back, Wiggins, Reisman, they could be. We'll see what Klay Thompson is next season. They could be a threat again, a serious threat. And if Wiggins ever lives up to his potential, that's scary because Wiggins has all the potential to be a superstar. He has all the tools. It's just his motivation, his will to be that. That's the question that everybody has for Wiggins. Because we can all see the talent in Andrew Wiggins. The guy has length. He could defend if he wants to. He could shoot. He could dunk. He has everything. Now let's go to NFL, guys. Not much NFL here. I'll see if there's any more sports news before I transfer for the NFL. So Kyrie Irving is not going to play for the Nets tonight. Yep, that's true. They do need a better QB. Let's go through a list. Let's see. I actually thought Darnold was going to be decent, but I guess not. Here. No. So, this is from Sports Track. Has all the free. This is for the NHL and the NFL. So Dak Prescott obviously is the top QB in the free agent market. He's UFA. I think the Cowboys will try. Will try to. Will try to franchise tag him. Von Miller, linebacker. $32 old. AJ Green. I think he's gone. Matt Judon. JJ Watt. Oh yeah, he's gone. He was released by Houston. He'll find somewhere. He's not gonna make it like he's 32 years old. Leonard Williams. 27, he's looking for a big payday. Kawan Short, Melvin Ingram, Bud Dupree, Shaquille Barrett. Might be looking for a big payday. Jarrell Casey. A lot of guys here. Trent Williams, Adam Robinson, Tyree Hilton, Clowney, Houston, Larry Fitzgerald. There's a lot of guys here teams can use. A lot of guys here. And some are going to get franchise tag. But also remember the draft is coming up, right? And we know that, let's get to all this way. We know Jacksonville is going to draft Trevor Lawrence. We just know that's going to happen. The question is the Jets going to draft a QB or no? Yeah. So, if you're a fan of teams, if you're hearing this, and if you're hearing this chat, fan of your team, Tim, you're a Jets fan. Question: you go after Josh? Is it Josh Fields? The quarterback from Ohio State? Or no? I want to hear your opinion. One word. Nope. I don't see the Jets going after Watson. Unless they're going for a win now move. Here's the thing, Juan. Why would Washington go to the Jets? Jets are a joke of a franchise. The Jets are a joke of a franchise. Does Watson want to go from a joke of a team to another joke of a team? I don't see it. I don't think going to the Jets will make him happy. So I don't see it. Washington, yeah, so the Jets could have like a Cardinals situation. You remember when the Cardinals drafted Jeff Rosen and then the year after they drafted Kyle Murray? They could do the exact same thing with Sam Darnold, have Sam Darnold in draft, and then this year draft Fields and end up getting with Sam Darnold. Because yeah. But if he goes to the Jets, he'll help the Jets a bit, but the Jets need a lot more talent around him. The Dolphins, if he goes to the Dolphins, he'd make him a legit threat to the Bills. But I think the Dolphins are committed to Tua. The Dolphins do need some offense. But I don't think quarterback's the issue because I do think they're committed to Tua. I think they need more of a better receiving core. That's why I think they're going for Smith. And the Panthers, yeah. We don't know how long the Saints are. We know Brady has one more year of the Buccaneers. Who's the other team? Atlanta? Yeah. He can make them a good team in the Panthers. Yeah. See, exactly. 100%. Yeah, so they need more. They need more than just Watson. I'm also hearing that's not true, though. There's been mixed rumors about it, mixed reports about that. I don't know why Wilson wants to be traded. Seahawks are not a bad team. The thing is, Bridgewater is just a stopgap quarterback. He's not a quarterback. He'll be solid, but he's not a quarterback that win you a playoff game or a Super Bowl game. He may get you a couple of games, but he's not a quarterback you build around, right? He's more of a stopgap quarterback. He's overall a solid quarterback, but he's not the quarterback to take you to the next level. So Washington is definitely an upgrade over him. 100% upgrade. I mean, any team that needs a quarterback, taking Washington's upgrade. I mean, like Green Bay doesn't need him. Like Rodgers is not much of a. Rodgers is not an upgrade. Roethlisberger, it might be an upgrade overall. There's Josh Allen is definitely not an upgrade, right? Pat Mahomes. There's most of the teams that need have quarterbacks that need a quarterback. It's definitely an upgrade. Yeah, Bridgewater does, but he's not the kind that'll take you to the next level. He's a solid quarterback. He proved it with the Panthers. He proved it with the Saints. He proved it with the Jets. He's someone you can have faith in that will do well. But if you're relying on him to win you a Super Bowl, I don't know. Oh yeah, and the Vikings. Oh, I remember that injury. He was the future of the Vikings. The thing is, when he was in the Vikings, he was looking to be becoming a star quarterback of Minnesota until that injury. I remember that injury that really derailed him. That was a brutal injury. If you remember what happened to him, oh my God. Yeah, man, if he does, challenge with Kenny Omega for the title. Because I'm going to do an AEW Revolution prediction show, but I really know Kenny Omega's winning that match. And my show wrestling, I'm going to try to be like, what the hell is an exploding barbed wire match? But imagine that. I suggested that long time ago. That Trevor Lawrence would appear in AEW. That'd be hilarious. And the thing is, let's talk about another sports thing, guys. This just kind of relates to wrestling. So Shaq is gonna be wrestling on Wednesday, right on Dynamite, teaming up with Jade taking on Cody and Red Velvet. Remember that vignette with Jade and Shaq? Shaq was taking the free throws. I wonder how many takes it took. How many takes it took for to happen? Mark down how many takes it took for Shaq to nail those free throws. I guess. So yeah, you can say 50, 20. 10, 5. Is that? Because it's hilarious, right? He made those free throws. Yeah, man. He made those fucking free throws. But it must have took him a lot of takes to do. 1, 5, 15, 1. I wish we could get an official number. 25. I wish we could find out the official number of how many takes it took for him to nail those free throws. Because if you all know, Shaq is not a good free throw shooter, right? That's his huge one weakness. Yeah. 5, 15, 1, 25. 69. 69. Or if you're not a sports fact, yeah, not a sports fact, you know Jade, right? Jade in AEW. You know she's married to, right? If you're a baseball fan, she's married. I don't know if she's married to. I see she has a child with a former second baseman, red second baseman Brandon Phillips. So she's with second baseman Brandon Phillips. They have a child together. Yep, it's a fact. Look it up. I almost had Jose Offerman. I'm like, oh yeah, Jose Offerman's JoJo. But yeah, Jade Cargill has a child with former second baseman, MLB second baseman Brandon Phillips, who was a very good second baseman for the Reds. He was very good. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I checked her Ricky. I checked her bio. She had a kid. Yeah, she has a kid with Brandon Phillips. That's hilarious. But I'll say this: agree or disagree with me on this. It's all your opinion. Do you think Jade Cargill is AEW's version trying to build her up as their version of Bianca Belair? Because look, they show her she's jacked. She's a strong woman. She's jacked like Bianca Belair. They show her vignettes in the weight rooms and stuff, and all the sports stuff. Do you think they're trying to make her their version of Bianca Belair? Yes or no? Agree or disagree? What do you guys think? Tell me. I know this is a sports show, but I wanted to bring that topic to you guys. What do you guys think? Because to me, it looks very similar to what they're trying to do here. And I have to admit that segment when Bianca Belair chose who she's going to face at WrestleMania with Bianca SmackDown yesterday, Sasha Banks, I did not like that segment. I thought that was a letdown. Here's the thing. Yeah, not a version, but yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. The thing we have to see, we'll finally see what she can do in the ring Wednesday because she came what in December. What physical things has she done in wrestling since she arrived in AEW? She hasn't done a physical. We haven't seen her done a single move. We hadn't seen her do something, and we're gonna see her Wednesday. And I know she may be raw, but even a raw superstar can show some form of physical activity, some physical kick, punch, body slam, any kind of move. Because that's the problem. We need to see we need to see her before this match, a glimpse of what she's capable of. Yeah. I don't even know how Shaq and Jay know each other. Like how the history with those two. That's true. That's true. Downhill for China is when Triple H got with Stephanie, and her career went the other way, went the wrong direction, and and look what happened to China after that. She wasn't the same, and unfortunately, she passed away years ago, a couple years ago. Yeah, she had a tough life after Triple H and Stephanie McMahon got together. That pairing really affected her career. Yeah, we could be surprised like Wanda's debut. I agree. I mean, she's been trained to wrestle, so she should be able to show some ability, right? We know why we had it. We know why it's on the Dynamite because of the All Star game taking place during the pay per view Revolution. 100%. Pat McAfee. It was great. Pat McAfee. Yeah, man, he was so impressed to debut with Adam Cole and then have confidence to put him in that War Games match. Yeah, agreed. He'll definitely have more matches in the future. I'm not, and a lot of people are criticizing Meltzer because a lot of stuff he put into awards are not WWE friendly. I really don't care, but a lot of people took issues with that. How Meltzer's best of 2020 did not have a lot of WWE stuff in it. If you saw what I'm talking about on Twitter, you know what I mean. Eh. Yeah, I agree, man. He could cut a good promo. McAfee, yeah, he's good at that. I think he's good at that because of his show, of his podcast, McAfee show. Because he does it every day, where I don't think in WWE they do it every day, and he's not as nervous. So yeah, he's good at it. So he has a lot of reps. Because he does a show, he has a lot of reps and stuff. And he's a football guy. A lot of football players are good at trash talk, even though he was a punter. So guys, that's my show for today. Hope you like it. Thumbs up it, subscribe, and thank you. So Monday is all about wrestling. Yes, he was Rookie of the Year. I remember that. So Monday is all about wrestling, 3 p.m. same time as this. And stuff. Next Thursday is it's all about the pop, and next Saturday, Why We Love Sports episode 19, getting close to 20. 2 more weeks to 20. Maybe I'll have guests on for 20, like I did for 10 and SRS and throwback. So best for 20, I might have guests on. So once again, thumbs up this, subscribe, comment below, and before I end this, there's one more thing, guys. This is how I feel.
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
Except for the beer. Except for the beer at the end. That's how I feel about you guys. So I'll see you Monday, or maybe I might make some videos in between. So be on the lookout for some videos and more streams, possibly just general streams. So if not, I'll see you Monday, because I'll be doing more stuff, maybe more general streams in between videos and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. But definitely Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I'll be streaming. So take care, everybody. Peace out.